As we remember, Unix was originally created to automate the work of the Patent Office. For this reason, it has a rich set of tools for working with text data. But what is a text? Generally, it is just a collection of bytes encoded according to the sum encoding table. In most simple case, ASCII. And in the text file, you will not see any special formatting like bold text, italics, images, etc. Just text data. And this is the main communication format for Unix utilities since 70s. As you know, Microsoft operating systems have different modes of working with files, text and binary. In Unix, all files are the same, and we have no difference between text and binary data. We remember our under the hood text handling in Windows lecture. The first creature that helps us work with text files is the cat. Not a real cat, but just an abbreviation for concatenation. With no arguments, cat simply copies standard input to standard output, and as we understand we can just redirect the output to a file, and this will be easiest way to create a new file. When we add file names as arguments to the cat command, this will be a real concatenation. They will all be sent to the output. And if we redirect them to a file, we get all those files concatenated into an output file. If we can combine something, we must be able to split it. And we have two utilities for different types of splitting. T, read from standard input and write to standard output, and files, which just arguments of this command. And split a file into fixed size pieces. We can split it by some numbers of lines or some size in bytes, and we will get some fixed size pieces from our file. So, text viewers. What is a viewer? Is it viewer? As we remember, the TTY interface, the man command just print something on papers, on a full screen terminals with slower connection speed. We used Ctrl+S, Ctrl+Q, and now we need to use special programs named viewers. Unlike text editors, viewers does not need to read the entire file before starting, resulting in faster load times with larger files. These programs just reads the files. Historically, the first viewer was the Mo pager developed for the BSD project in 1978 by Daniel Hulbert, a graduate student at the University of California, Berkeley. The command syntax is if no file name is provided, Mo looks for input from standard input. Once Mo has obtained input file or stdin, it displays as much as can fit on the current screen and waits for user input. The most common methods of navigating through a file are enter key, which advances the output by one line, and space, which advances the output by one screen. When Mo reaches the end of file, it exits. You can exit from Mo by pressing the Q key and the H key for display help. In the Mo utility, you can search with a regular expression using a slash inside viewing, or the +/ option in the command line. And you can search again by typing just a slash without regex. Regular expression is a very important part of Unix culture and is used in many other programs and programming environments. The regular expressions understand a lot of special symbols. Dot means any single character. Square brackets with some symbols inside it, any single character in this character class. And in this case, any single character not in this character class. The beginning of line, the end of line, the asterisk means repeating, that means 0 or more times repeating of something of this. Slash question, it's a single character, slash plus one or more times repeated of something. The main limitation of the Mo utility is only forward movement in the text. To solve this problem, an improved Mo called less was developed. The less utility buffers standard input, and we can navigate forward and backward through the buffer, for example, using the cursor and page up, page down keys. Reverse search with question mark is possible too.